Oh, it's that time again. It's time to have a beer with Ian. And I am Ian.
I'm Ian.
I'm Ian. I am an Ian through and through.
And I'm Ian as well.
This is the one and only podcast for Ians by Ians, as we all come together for a beer, enjoy each other's company, and discuss Ian-related topics and ideas. Now come on over, bring up a chair right next to us, order your favorite beer, and above all, enjoy the show. Now let's go. What up? Happy New Year, everybody. This is having a beer with Ian. We're back. We're back, and I'm Ian. Here's another Ian right here.
What's going on, Ian? How you doing, man?
Pretty good. And then we got another Ian. What's up,
Ian?
Hey,
what's going on, Ian? Well, not much. Just joining you here. I was drinking, but we had to start a second stream.
No, nobody knows that.
I got a second stream for you right here.
Yeah.
Are you
first
peeing?
of all,
Is that what you're
happy New Year's to you all. That's 2022. Yeah. What are y'all? Okay. So what are you drinking on? You held up a cup.
I had vodka in a cup, but I finished it off. So
you don't have more? Get more.
No, it's totally empty.
What do you got?
Well, since I'm not a fucking alcoholic, I don't have vodka in a cup. I got a good old fashioned Modelo
Modelo.
Modelo time.
Of course, he has the Modelo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Classic.
Ian is ever faithful to the Modelo.
Hey, so am I though. I mean, I like my Modelo too.
When it's on sale,
But you're like Modelo's target customer.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they think of people who buy Modelo.
I would consider myself a Modelo fellow.
Modelo fellow.
Oh yeah.
So that's right, sir.
Me, on the other hand, I am an alcoholic, so I do have vodka in a glass. But not just vodka. I have Kahlua and some cream. It's called a White Russian. It's nice, especially at this time of year when it's cold out. For some reason.
Yeah. Nothing mixes better than alcohol and milk. That's great. That looks delicious.
You ever do that when you're
nice and thick? I don't think dairy makes for something that already induces vomiting high amount.
I don't know what you just said. It sounds like you're.
Oh, there was a hand that flew in the back.
I saw that hand too.
Yeah, someone's waving at you.
Yeah, that's my beer hand. It shows up and gives me beer like
beer
what was it?
Beer hand on hand.
Yeah, a little coming from over there, you know.
Yeah. Well, cool.
Nice, man. Well, yeah, it's been a long year, longer than most. Thought 2020 was a long year, but 2021 was pretty long too. How fast did it go by for you guys?
It took a while.
It's been a crazy year. It was definitely, a lot of it was pretty difficult for me, but it ended on a good note, I'll say. Well, it started on a good note, and then halfway through it just turned to shit, and then it's good again. So I really can't complain, really. How about you guys? You, sir, how is your year?
I mean, like I said, it's kind of the same as yours. I mean, like, my year started pretty good, then some whack shit happened throughout the year. And then it ended not too bad. I actually had a pretty good end of the year, so I can't really complain either.
Okay. Care to get into specifics?
Oh, okay. Well, so I had, like, at this point, I guess one of them happened the previous year, but I had 2 like catastrophic vehicle failures. So I bought a truck to replace a truck that broke, and the wheel ended up flying off the driver's side when I was doing like 70 miles an hour on the way to Santa Barbara. And everybody, like the fucking tow truck guy and a bunch of the people were like, I don't know how you did flip over and die, but it didn't flip over and die, so that was good. And then I got another truck. I got another truck through a dealership, and the engine like overheated like right away. So I took it back to them, and they were like, "All right, we'll fix it for you." And they pulled the engine out, and they fixed it supposedly, and then it did the same thing over again. And so eventually, I had to like give that truck back to them. And then finally, I got my old truck. I had the engine rebuilt, and so now I have a truck again. But it took like the entire year.
Okay.
Oh yeah, dude, a true grave digger, man, back from the dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Go off roading in that thing.
Oh, I had a huge tree almost fall and crush my house too. Like, specifically, like where I stay in the house.
I remember seeing pictures of that. Yeah, you showed pictures
Yeah,
on Facebook.
yeah.
I saw that.
Huge fucking tree. The rest of the tree is actually being cut down right now. But yeah, the main portion of like a third of the tree fell like probably like 12 to 16 feet from my room. So that was pretty intense. Oh gosh, cat knocking shit over. But yeah, so like there was some interesting stuff like that happened this year.
Okay, cool. We'll start going around back to you. Let's bring it over to Ian Hannibal, aka Modelo Ian, formerly known as Blue Chew.
Blue Chew, what it do? Always take one, if not take two. Last year, man, 2020.
Did they ever endorse us?
No.
Yeah, nah, that's
No,
why
I never did.
I'm not Blue Chew Ian anymore.
All right.
I'm going for Better Help Ian.
He's
I'm gonna
Ian formerly known as Blue Chew.
I'm Better Help Ian now. I'm gonna try to get BetterHelp.com. Put in the promo code Council of Ians. BetterHealth.com. You will soon find that it does not work, but maybe if enough people do it, they'll think that they need to sponsor us anyway.
So I just found out something that I can do. I never knew I could do this until just now. What? Look at his name right now, and magic.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Oh, cool. You can change my name. That's so interesting, Ian.
It is.
That's so cool. Do it again.
He's gonna change it.
No.
He's gonna change to something bad now.
Change it to something mean. Make fun of me.
Well, no, I'm not. I mean, that's you're the Ian formerly known as Blue Chew.
I try to be, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Try to do.
So yeah, how's your year been?
Man, it's good, dude. I quit cigarettes. Fucking started fuck no, I didn't start vape. It's not a vape, dude. It's a fucking slide advancer, man.
Fucking hoodwinked us.
Nah, dude, it's cool. Nah, I actually did start vaping because cigarettes just like weren't working out for me. It was getting too expensive. And so I decided I'd pick up a Fire Stick instead, you know. Fucking put on Ted Lasso, bro. What's good? Oh yeah. Nah, man, for real though. I did have to switch to the vape. After all this time, it was hard too, but the vape really helped. So I had to go out and I had to go get Wii Sports because I'm a fucking beast at Wii Sports, man. Hit that fucking baseball outfield.
You is crazy.
It still doesn't work. It still doesn't work.
You is crazy.
All right, now we're getting started. We're on our second beer. Now let's talk about some real shit, man.
Well,
First,
right. Yeah.
Let's see. First person you ever met that ended up dying young.
First person that I ever met ended up dying young.
Let's talk about our dead childhood friends.
That's actually interesting that you bring that up because I was just actually thinking about him like an hour ago. Like honestly, like straight up, I was just thinking about this dude.
You never forget about him. You never forget about him. And they leave you so early.
Yeah. I had a really good friend by the name of Nick. For several years, he was my coworker at my old job. I used to work at Popalock for 7 years, and throughout those 7 years, I had a coworker named Nick, and then we ended up being really good friends. He was a really good dude. Really like helpful. Like anytime like I needed anything, like my car would break down, he would go out of his way to help me out. And like he was a really good friend, and he passed away in a car accident on the job in 2016. 6 years ago and next month. So
Oh, wow.
It's a
yeah.
bummer, man. That's sad, dude. I'm
I
sorry
was
to hear
just
that.
thinking about him like an hour ago, and you just brought that up. That's
What was
crazy.
it? Did Nick drink beer, man? Was he a drinker?
Oh yeah, me and him, we used
All right, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead. We're gonna raise a toast to our passed brother,
to Nick.
to Nick.
And
Popping
Nick,
locks
there
in
we go,
heaven.
What about you? Since you brought this up,
I didn't have anything in particular in mind when I did bring it up.
yeah.
Everything I said. Let me think. Oh yeah, so I had this really good friend growing up. His name was Michael Lawrence, and I moved to Virginia Beach. It was like my first year living there. My dad he had taken over this old funeral home, but Michael was like really my only close friend. And we were going through the woods one day, and he didn't want to get deeper into the woods because he was so afraid of bees. And this kid had like this really bad, he was really allergic to bees. And I was like, man, dude, nobody's really allergic to bees. Like allergic to bees. Like bees don't like hurt you. Like they hurt, but they're not gonna like. It's not that big a deal, dude. Like toughen up. So we go out. We go out, and sure enough, we end up getting mixed up with in the wrong spot in the woods, and beehive drops, and he just gets stung all to pieces, and he didn't end up making it. And that is actually the plot to My Girl. That is not my own life. The kid is Macaulay Culkin. Fuck you guys. You thought I was fucking telling you some real shit. Well, no, I'm not telling.
No, it was
strangers
totally
on the
made
internet.
up.
Some real shit. That shit was,
This
Oh my
guy.
That's the plot.
This guy.
that's the plot of My Girl. My
Girl.
Girl. The
My
movie. My Girl 2.
If Macaulay Culkin was actually Ian Culkin, man, I would definitely reach out to him and try to get him on the show.
Well, there's Kieran Culkin.
Yeah.
He also not an Ian.
He's got an Ian in his name, though, right? Isn't there like an I-N at the end? How do you spell it?
A lot of things. have to be that.
E-I-R.
Yeah, I don't know if that. No.
I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. He's having his like little career resurgence he was always in his older brother's shadow. It seemed like Kieran.
What else?
Did you
He's
guys
been
see
in that one show.
Yeah, well, Secession has got him really big, but he was
Yeah.
he was in a movie
Fargo.
called. He was always in like a bunch of art house movies and shit for a while, like Igby Goes Down or something like that, and just never got a whole lot of pop. I think he had bit roles in his brother's movies and stuff. I want to say he was in Party Monster maybe with his brother.
Was he?
Something like
How
that.
old was he then?
I don't know. No, he's only
Must
like
have been
few
a
years
wee
younger.
lad.
He's only a few years younger than Macaulay, man.
I'm going on.
Like
that.
he was in Home Alone. He was like the younger brother in Home Alone.
Was it?
Yeah, the kid with the glasses.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that was Kieran. Scott, yeah.
Huh.
Don't make me doubt it. I'm not gonna look it up, but yeah, that was Kieran. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look it up either. I have the choice to either take you on your word or call you out as a total liar, and I'm not gonna look it up.
I
and
think
you're
he's
not gonna look
completely.
it up.
I think he's completely bullshitting. But did you guys see
Well-
the one with like it's like Macaulay Culkin's nephew or son, and it's about like the death metal murder in fucking the Norwegian metal band?
No, I saw the previews. I saw the previews when that was gonna come
Yeah.
out, and like
It was really good, really interesting movie. I didn't know if you guys had checked it out.
it's about mayhem, right?
Yes,
the band
yes.
Mayhem.
It's about Mayhem and the guy who starts Burzum stabbing the dude who created Mayhem to death.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah, and
the
they like
culmination of the movie.
and they and like the rhythm section like ate his brains or something, and like they got the guy who they either got time that was a little time they got out, or they never got in trouble for it at all, or something. It was like, but that guy still tours. You could still like meet that guy outside of like dive bars.
The guy from Burzum was in prison. I think maybe he camped for parole, but he's like in prison. The guy like did the stabbing is like in prison. I don't know about the other people involved.
Yeah.
And like I said, the guy who did the stabbing like came up for parole. Like he might be out of prison now.
I think they like found him. They found the dead body and like decided to eat his brains or something. But it was like other dudes that didn't kill the guy that were in the band.
So they didn't show anything like that. But the opening of scene of the movie, like spoiler alert, the opening portion of the movie is the original singer blows his brains out, and they all take like a piece of his skull, and they make like jewelry out of it. I think is what it was.
Okay, yeah. They might have changed it in the movie, but they definitely ate some of it too. That's part.
Yeah, they might have in real life. Who knows? They probably did. They were into some crazy wild shit.
On
Norwegian black metal.
VH1 behind the human flesh.
VH1 behind the scenes on this. VH1 behind the flash. Well,
making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you want to go where everybody's name is Ian, and they're always named Ian. You want to be where you can see troubles are all named Ian. You want to be where everybody's name is Ian. You want to go where you can know everybody's name is Ian. You want to be where everybody's name is Ian.
Frasier's better. Frasier is a better show.
Well, what's up, everybody? You're listening to I'm Here with Ian, the podcast. I'm Ian, and I'm here back with Ian and Ian. How you doing, Ian?
Ian, I'm doing just fine. Today we've got a high of 73 and a low of 43.
And next on the stage is Roxy.
Okay. The vomiting.
so now we're a strip club.
My bad, Ian. Next on the stage is Ian.
So do you guys want to hear an actual fucked up story about someone who growing up and died?
Oh, we're still
Okay,
doing,
so
we're still
I'll
on
tell
that?
you.
That was a terrible idea. That was a terrible idea.
It was a terrible idea. I don't know.
I'm sorry for bringing that up.
You don't want if you don't want to talk about that one, we don't have to
We're
talk
gonna
about it.
do Ian stuff. Having a beer with Ian. Come have a beer with us. Having a beer with Ian. We'll order top shelf when we're not buying. Whatever you do, don't call us Ian. Having a beer with Ian. Having a beer with Ian. Having a beer with Ian.
Yeah, we're back. What's up?
The second commercial break in like 10 seconds.
I'm a Mr. Dinosaur. I'm going. Kiss me, Mr. Dinosaur. Mwah, mwah. Hey.
So
It looks like he's
anyway,
cracking your face.
I'm
so
out.
yeah,
I'm out of it. I'm out of ideas.
we're almost a year into this podcast. We started in February of 2021. It is now currently January of 2021. We're 11 months in, and what do y'all have to say about it? Like, has this been a fun thing for y'all, or total waste of time?
Yeah. No,
The answer is yes.
It's both fun. It's been both fun and a total waste of time.
Yeah, I feel like it's been good, but you know, I don't know, man. I think we got to be like either have like an Ian guest or be like really wasted or something.
Yeah.
To
I think I
the magic
enjoyed
back.
our original concept better when we were just audio. I feel like the video kind of like
because we're all fucking ugly as shit. I know it doesn't help. So yeah, I agree with you.
That's not true. That's not true. We're
Video
all
really
pretty
messes
good
up.
looking for podcasting.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah, I just think you got to go
I
with the
guess-
flow. You cut us off in the middle of our dark topics. Like, why didn't you tell us a dark topic story, man? That's the shit people want to hear. That's the real raw. That's the real raw dog, man. That's the realness.
Dude, wait, cut it back 15 seconds. You said you think that you're attractive, so not only are you ugly, but you're blind too. That's fucking hilarious, man.
Man, you're so deprecating. Do you actually think you're ugly? Come on, man. Have a better self definition. You know, you think Ian down here in the bottom video is ugly? Look at that man hunk right there. Look at that hair.
I do have the locks on lock.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that you probably fucking get the bitches. Look at those. Look at that. That's bitches getting locks right there.
I've got at least one right now. So
Yeah,
like-
see, stacking those.
We look like a knockoff
Stacking
workaholics, man. I don't even
No,
watch
no.
that show. We look like a knockoff fucking. We look like Russell Brand cereal. You know, like what do you?
Russell Brands.
You look like fucking.
No, I think that we look pretty good. You know.
Let's keep talking about how we look.
yeah, right.
Well, why do we talk about it when we can look at it?
All right,
we can always,
let's go back to the podcast.
Wait, what?
What would okay? I have all the podcast episodes. You two were the most frequent that we've had, almost every what's been some of your favorite episodes? Oh wow!
Sam, you think that's not good looking?
That's an album cover right there.
That is an album cover. That's the album. That's the album cover that I made for Mr. C and Mr. Saw. Do you guys remember that shit, Mr. C and Mr.
fuck
Saw?
yeah.
See that's the
That's
epic
good. That's
podcast
good
shit
stuff
that
right
we should
there.
be doing.
Hey,
that's
we've got
podcasting goodness.
we've got a comment from the listeners.
Ver FYI. Ver for your information.
Oh shit, dude! We've reached the Russian bots, dude. Can you throw that? You threw it up there. We are into Russian bot
Well,
territory.
Ver FYI, are you in the Council of Ians, or are you just watching the podcast?
We'll wait and find out. They
pretty
probably
sure
most
let's find
likely
out.
already just left. That's probably most likely what
That
happened.
or it is a Russian bot, and we're finally getting Putin to notice us. I mean, that's kind of been our objective this whole time, is to get in front of Putin, because Russian radio is a lot better than American radio.
Right. But anyway, let's go back to the question that was asked. What's some of y'all's favorite episodes? The highlights of having beer with Ian and
See, that's the problem with having a podcast where you drink through the whole thing. It's kind of hard to remember the majority of it.
No, I think the king of all episodes was when Reggie blew a fucking candle into his face.
that was our second episode.
That was one of the
was
funniest
during-
things I've ever seen in my life.
Yes. that was during Guess That Ian, in which I gathered two of y'all and Reggie and Mayor Ian, and also Indonesian.
Yeah.
And I gave facts about each other, and y'all had to guess who it was. That was a lot of fun, although very chaotic.
Yeah, Guess That Ian is a good time. I always like Guess That Ian.
Sex that.
Honestly, I was talking to Elder Ian not all that long ago. I think maybe a month ago, a couple weeks back on Discord. I miss having him on the podcast. We haven't had him out here in forever.
He just disappeared after that shit happened. And I would say that would be the low of the year. The Civil War.
That was the low of the year. But I feel like we came back stronger than ever, as it were. We're over 2,000 Ians in the council now. It's 21K according to their Facebook.
Yeah. I don't know. It kind of just kind of killed the joy for me personally. I'm kind of burnt out now, and I'm just I haven't really been participating as much in the council as I was before that. It just kind of.
I hear you,
don't
dude. There was something different about it when it was like 600 people. And
Yeah,
it was,
absolutely,
It was kind of
yeah.
this new growing thing, and then once it turned into like, I don't know. It's like it's like a big. It's like the bigger the city, the more ambiguous you are. You know, the more people you're around, the more anonymous you can be.
Absolutely.
So
Like,
yeah,
as
I don't know. You guys really don't find any joy in it anymore. I always see like new Ians showing up and having fun for the first time and
Oh, no,
stuff.
no,
and there's
no.
like a good core Ians. You know, they're like the good core crew.
Yeah, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. It's still cool. It's just I don't know, man. You know, I got a lot of shit going on in the real world
Mhm.
at this
Mhm.
point between the work and COVID and all that shit, man. It's like,
Well, speaking of the
Funeral,
world, really
uh-huh.
quick, while we're here on the podcast, man. Speaking of the world, what's up with your expertise on booking some Vegas space for Ian Con, man?
Ian Khan.
That's
That's
the
coming
fucking
up.
that's the
coming up
fucking
this
news.
year.
That's the
That's
fucking
what-
news of the new year, man.
That's
That's
what
the
we gotta
news of
look
the new
forward
year.
to.
when is
Yeah,
that
Ian
supposed to
Khan.
be? And that's
It's supposed to be in
Vegas.
April. It's in April. It's in April.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It all depends if I can get off, if
Yeah.
I got the money. I don't know, dude. I'm pretty like my budget's pretty thin right now as far as
You gotta help us coordinate at least. You gotta at least help us coordinate since you're like an event planning background kind of guy.
you just got to get a PA system and like a big Airbnb. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I see. I was thinking an Airbnb. That's what I was thinking of. Like, there's not going to be that many Ians. There's going to be like between 10 to 20 of us. So I mean, like, that's cool. That's cool as fuck. But I mean, out of like the 50 plus that responded, I don't think 50 are going to show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm only going if Ian Capone shows up. Can we
Ian Capone.
can we pull up Ian Capone?
We can.
Can
I don't know
we pull
who
up
that.
Ian-
I have
Ian
no
Capone?
idea who you're talking about. But yeah,
Just like
I mean,
Al Capone's cousin or nephew or
No, it's like you know it's like a new Rick Roll, except it's you've been Ian Capone. It's the new
I
I have
don't
no
know what
idea
the
what
fuck
you're
you're
talking
talking
about.
yeah, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
you don't know you guys don't know
But,
you guys
No,
haven't been Ian Capone yet?
I do not believe this is a thing. I think you're fucking making this up.
I've got my my
Yeah, you've
Facebook
got-
for the Council of Ians right here.
Oh,
Which
shit.
I can watch us live. Taking a minute. All right now.
Oh well, yeah. Look, you're like
Alright,
you're like
what's
you're
going
like
on, guys?
watching
We're back.
us
It's been a while.
in the past. Yeah, look.
We got Ian.
Oh,
over on
Oh,
this
turn that
side.
off. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Over here. Yeah.
Here,
Now we're watching
Ian.
the
I mean,
podcast.
Bring up
How's it
Ian
going,
Capone,
Ian?
dude.
So
I see.
wait, this isn't actually us. This is shit. This is
You got
from
the
a while
Axl
ago.
Rose. You got the Axl Rose going on over there.
Yeah,
Here,
that's something else.
Ian, turn that off. That's weird. Play the video I just sent you. I just sent you a link, dude. Click it.
Do not play that video. Whatever you do.
Yeah, no, it's
don't
Ian
play it.
Capone, dude.
No, it's not. He's gonna rickroll
No,
you
you-
again.
This is the new shit, man. You're about to get Ian Capone.
He's gonna rickroll
Hold
you.
on, I gotta.
And if he
I gotta
doesn't, it's
Google.
gonna be worse.
I gotta.
Ian Capone. Share this with all your friends.
Wow.
Holy Ian Capone them.
Watch it again. Play it back. Play it back. The playback.
That was
Ian
Oh,
Capone.
wow.
Share this with all your friends to totally Ian Capone them.
Oh, dude, I love it.
Yeah, dude.
You just got
Oh my
Ian
God.
Capone.
Capone.
Share this with all your friends to totally Ian Capone them.
I will. I will.
oh my god.
Thank you, Ian. This is the kind of
Oh
Ian
my
that
God.
gives me strength in the future.
Yeah, why don't we get him on the podcast? You know, we can hit him
Dude,
up on
I-
TikTok
I
and be
would-
like, "Come on the
Yeah.
podcast, bro."
Yeah, dude, that he went viral.
We can
on
get
TikTok.
at him
He had
on
like,
TikTok.
He had like 100,000 likes or some shit like that on TikTok. with
That's
that
what I'm saying.
Ian
We
Capone
can
video.
get him on TikTok, man. We just gotta get him over here in the podcast.
About as viral as Ian has gone in a while, man.
When was the last?
I think the
viral
football Ian's
video?
the most viral Ian. Like the Ian who got hired to the football team that did pretty bad during the game. Didn't they do pretty bad?
You're talking about the Saints. You're talking about Ian Book.
Yeah, the one who got hired.
You're fucking, dude. You can tell the only sport you do is
well,
Night
Boo Her,
Wait,
yeah. The only sport that I give a shit about is Boo Her.
do
I don't do any other
athletes,
sports.
musicians? I think I would say that athletes, musicians, and actors don't count.
Don't count.
Like,
Okay.
an ordinary.
Okay. Well, then most
just
viral
ordinary.
Ian is the bionic hand Ian. That's for sure, and he is in the council.
I don't know what you're talking.
He's got millions of views on it. He's got millions of views on his shit. But it is like fucking super cool. He has like a mechanical hand that he made himself. You guys know what I'm
Cool.
talking about, right?
I like the weather band, Ian. He's pretty cool.
Wait,
So
Ian, do you not know the one I'm talking about?
No.
No, you guys don't know the mechanical hand Ian. You've never seen him before?
You might be making this up.
No, okay. There's an Ian in our group who lost like these fingers, right? Or these, I think it's these lead fingers in an accident, and his insurance wouldn't pay for it. So he literally built himself a mechanical hand that functions. And he's like
fucking rad.
famous. Like I said, millions of views on YouTube, and he's in the council. It happens all the time. Quite frequently, Ian's post this video, and they're like, "This
Where the
Ian's
fuck is
dope.
he?
Where is he?
What?
We gotta get him in the council." He actually is in the council.
That's rad.
I'm not fucking with you. Go to the Facebook, look it up. It's fucking sick.
Ian, I posted a link. Click on the link.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, look in the chat. I
Private
posted
chat,
a link.
the
I'm
link.
Click on
looking.
the link.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
The
you're right.
the Ian.
All right. What
Oh
was
yeah,
it?
okay, yeah. Did you post? You posted a link to the prosthetic hand. There you go. Yeah. This Ian's fucking cool. He made this shit himself. Boom. See, check it out. I'm not lying.
So
Isn't that
last
sick?
week I was able to move my hand.
That's
open and
fucking
close.
sick.
Now I'm able to
That's
display
awesome.
the finger.
I did
Yeah,
see this
right?
actually. I
That's
did
all
see
done
this.
off of the gimbal off of the wrist.
That's awesome, dude.
Yes, and yeah,
Lateral
he's
motion.
in the council. He's responded to
And
posts
forward
about this
reverse
before.
It's how I open and close.
That's pretty dope. We should get
Yeah.
him. If anybody knows this guy, tell him he has a dirty
We
ass
can just
thumb.
we can just make a post and be like,
In the next
"Yo,
couple weeks,
Ian
I'll
with
be
the bionic
installing the
hand, can
electronics
you
of
get
it
out
to
here?"
engage and
Ian,
disengage
Ian,
these
you
touch
said he has a
pads, and that'll
dirty ass
allow me
thumb.
to
Bro, this guy's
individually lock
building
and unlock
He had,
bionic
he
hand.
also has a bullet hole in
with
his
one-
to be
other
able to
hand.
grasp.
He's building bionic hands
I know, look at
without a
that
bite.
shit. The thing is fucking
Afterwards.
crazy.
That's
You know what the
gotta be
hardest
done
thing is, dude?
through
He had to
4
build
mile
this with one
amplifiers
hand.
mounted on the forearm.
Yeah,
Think
And
about
it's
that.
intense.
He didn't
Wow.
have the bionic hand to build the
right here
bionic
with
hand.
batteries on the
That's
forearm
like
also.
putting on your pants with one hand, dude. It's hard.
That's true. Yeah. Good
Putting on a
point.
belt with one
Yeah,
hand.
no, that's intense. And yeah, that would be a great Ian to get on
We-
here to have a discussion
we ha-
about like what
yeah.
it was like to build the
We
bionic
have
hand. How's
we
that
have-
work? You know, how to think it out.
We have somebody else in the comments. He says,
Oh shit.
Sylvan Petronia says,
Voy FYI, yeah, we're being bombarded by Russian bots. We're being
Somebody's-
bombarded by
By
Russian
at least
bots.
two of them.
Somebody's watching to see somebody's being paid by Putin right now to check and see if we're anybody worth manipulating or utilizing for their propagandas to
Try hard.
We will
intentions.
serve the Russian agenda. We will serve the Russian agenda. Give us money, and we will proliferate any Russian propaganda that you want. There's kids behind you.
Hey, boy.
It's like a magic trick. First you see him, now you don't.
Hey, disembodied hand. Go get me a beer. Wait, never mind. I already got two.
Never mind. I got two.
All right. So
Oh man.
let's take a look at old the old trail road. Let's go back to yesteryear. With
Go back to yesteryear. Oh Lord.
back to the old podcast when we were audio only. You see, yeah, but we were on Anchor. Let me just
We were on
sign in real quick.
True.
This isn't even the one. Shit. There we go. Having a beer with Ian.
Dope ass producer, man. You're doing such a good job, Ian. Keep it up.
Yeah.
I like how you prepare everything beforehand. It really makes a seamless transition for these parts here.
I don't. Okay, I don't even remember.
You can't roast the host, man. You can't roast the host.
If it rhymes, I can do it. If it rhymes, I'm allowed to do
Okay.
it. That's my rule.
Okay. Well, can you host the roast? Though?
Damn it! What if I just did this?
I mean, like, are you that good of a cook?
All
Okay.
I can say is never hang out with me in a truck.
So this
Okay.
is our we've had 1,000 plays. That's pretty good. An estimated
shit, wow.
audience of 12, 6 unique listeners in the last 7 days,
If we had 12 people listen to us 1,000 times, what is that?
and we've made $0.
That's 12. Yeah, that's like 12.
$0. That doesn't make any sense. We should have made like 12 cents by now, right?
Yeah, the only reason I wanted to do this was for the money. Anyway, obviously it's a failing
So
venture.
we had a good time in like May and April.
I think
That's
we
when
already
we were good.
I think we agreed a long time ago that if we didn't get bought out by Spotify in the first year, we were just gonna call it a day, right?
But 87% of our listeners are in the United States, and 4%
That makes sense.
comes from the United Kingdom. We've got listeners
That
in
makes
Germany, Sweden, Brazil. We've got Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Argentina, Trinidad and Tobago, Mexico,
Wow.
Vietnam.
we're reaching a lot of Ians
Saudi
on that platform.
Arabia. We got Israel.
We're reaching a lot of Ians.
Yeah, I
Iraq.
speaking of episodes, dude, I enjoyed the episode with the Scare House Ian. Whatever happened to him? Remember him?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
he's still around. Yeah,
Those were-
we're
th-
friends
those
on
are-
Facebook.
Those were fun. Yeah, he had a lot of good scare stories. Some like criminally, some capable of convicting him perhaps, but interesting nonetheless.
No, God, no, nothing.
Well,
nothing
we
like
we
that.
have
What
a
kind of
pretty
thing?
we have a pretty good amount duality between male and female, and then the not specified and non-binary. But a lot of women listen to
Yeah,
our show.
yeah.
But that's
a
pretty
wide
interesting.
spread of audience appreciate having a beer with you.
Somehow I doubt those statistics, but all right.
But yeah, 2021 is wrapped here, so let's go. Oh, it won't. Oh, it opened a new window. You can't even see it.
I don't want to. Why are we listening?
No.
We don't have to listen. We don't have to listen to ourselves on.
No,
Listening
it's
to ourselves.
it's not that. It's like a statistics kind of thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's all good.
Yeah.
Here.
So no.
Make me full
it's
screen. Ian.
not.
Make me full screen.
Well, I can't at the moment.
While we're waiting for this, why don't one of you guys talk about your year? We didn't really talk about that much, man. Well, this thing loads. Like, what was going on?
First time we put it on an episode this year.
Oh,
Yes.
there we go. Now it's up.
Our show made some new friends and new places. We got our first streams in 7 new countries.
This is the saddest thing I've
Oh,
ever been
wow.
involved with.
No, this is awesome, man.
This is so
This is
sad,
the-
Ian. Why are we looking at this?
This is the closest taste of fame any
30
of us have ever
fans
had.
listen to us more than any other podcast. 30.
Oh, look at that! 30 fans listen to us
30
more than any
30
other.
people.
We're
30 people
people's
clicked on it
favorite
once on
podcast.
Anchor. 30 people
I-
clicked on it
We're
once.
dig
on
30
it.
Anchor.
people's
On
favorite
Anchor.
I
podcast.
dig it. We're not
Dude.
sure what they're playing in outer space, but here's okay. 30%
this is-
of our fans listen to us between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. It's the most popular time. It's the middle
Oh
of the
my
fucking night.
When you can't sleep, you put on having a beer with Ian.
Yeah, that's like,
we
dude,
released
like
2,000 minutes of content across 20
Jesus, way too long of episodes.
Please, I love this. This is the best part. Please remember to drink water.
Yeah, because we took so much goddamn time.
It was real fucking wasted. All right, sometime next year, you know it.
Same time next year, fuck no.
it's fucking sad, man.
No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Does it?
Yeah.
We've
There's no
changed
way-
lives. we've changed lives and touched people's hearts, man. We're we're as good as it gets.
I don't think there's any position where it's a good idea to live react to your own statistics, like whether you're doing well,
okay, fine.
whether you're doing
Well,
well,
like
or whether
I
you're doing.
I was
No,
saying,
listen,
man,
listen,
I was
listen,
saying you
whether-
should tell us
listen,
about your
no,
year.
listen. Whether you're doing well or you're doing bad, it just either way, it's never gonna look good. Looking at you could be like, oh look, I got fucking 40 million views. You look like an asshole. Or you can go, oh wow, I have like 20 views. You still look like an asshole. There's no middle ground. Sorry, I guess you gotta call it.
I don't
Call
know,
it
man.
like you see it, man.
You may or I mean you're not wrong.
Well, we could always go back to talking about how everybody's year was. That's what I was saying. We talked about Bionic Handy, and that was cool. What about
That was cool.
How was your guys' fucking year?
Pretty dope.
I mean, like, if you want, I'll go get like my fucking brigandine and my swords and talk about that shit. That was like the best part of this year.
No. No.
That nerd shit.
Fucking dude.
You love it. You love the nerd shit. You love it.
Yeah.
What about you guys? What was your highlight? What was the highlight of your year? Come on.
This
the best
podcast.
thing that happened.
This
podcast? Not like
and
not
my
like
also
something
my
crazy?
new show
No,
called
this
Cult
isn't-
and Trash Horror Movie Grind. And now we're in Cold and Trash Horror Movie Grind. This is my other show.
We
All right,
changed
so
shows.
continuing my theory on the Walter Paisley verse. Walter Paisley is the most important character that is a through line through the cinematic touchstones that make up the concept of a grindhouse film. All right, you understand Walter Paisley, you understand the art as it is.
This is
so
a load
to
of
speak.
bullshit. This
Hey,
is a load
man.
of bullshit.
It's
Hey,
not.
man.
No, it's totally not. It's totally
Hey man,
not.
Walter Paisley appears in more movies than you'll ever be in, man. I'll tell
He'll
you
be
what,
in more movies than most people will be.
dude.
That's probably true.
Through 6 decades, man. Through 6 decades.
Ian's just a classic bullshitter. So even if it's true, it's still
No,
bullshit coming from him.
it's not. It's not. You weren't part of that episode, Ian. Now we got a new comment.
Hey, here's your dime back. Keep your thoughts to yourself. All right.
We have a new comment from a fan.
Is
All right, what's the comment?
Is it-
Oh my, venu à manger.
We're really blown up in Russia right now.
Oh yeah, the bots fucking love us right now. The bots love us.
Like, I
See,
probably
whatever
have no idea
Ian's
what
doing,
we're saying
whatever
because we're
Ian's
speaking
doing,
English.
like playing statistics or just like long pauses that are awkward. Whatever Ian's doing, it's getting the bots' attention.
So let's do a recap. Our first comment was this, and then our second comment was this, and now our third comment.
Oh my god.
Which is kind of similar to our first comment. Let me bring the first comment back. See? VUR versus VUM. Interesting.
Now, are these acronyms?
I have no idea.
I like how he's Ian Webb now.
Wait, what?
Oh, Ian Hannawalt. He's just like revolving Ian. It changes from time to time. We're not sure. He's like Schrodinger's Ian.
Schrodinger's.
Yeah, he's Schrodinger's Ian. We don't know which Ian he'll be until it happens.
Speaking of Ians, let's see. This week in Ians who are fighting. Let's
Yeah. Let's check it out.
New on the scene in the UFC is Ian Gary out of Ireland. This guy's making quite an impression on the folks watching the fights, the folks paying him, the folks thinking that he could be the next Conor McGregor.
Cue it up. Cue it up. Let's see it.
Just gonna find some highlights that are newer. I also did not prepare for
Now,
any of those.
did you lose money on a fight recently, or have you been winning money on fights? What's your fight story like?
I haven't been gambling much lately. I haven't had the capital
Oh,
really.
that's boring as hell. Nah, I feel you. I've been
But
extremely low on capital myself.
yeah,
I've been so
man.
low on capital that I became Marxist. I just ran out of capital and turned to Marxism.
Yeah, I've been
Let's see this Ian.
I've been so low on capital. I'm thinking about visiting the Washington D.C. tomorrow to make my voice heard.
Yeah.
So fucking Nancy Pelosi can fucking get her shit together, man. We're gonna show up. It's gonna be different this time, dude.
Nancy Pelosi is a lizard person, man.
We're gonna storm in.
Like you can't show lizard people anything.
Man, yeah, a lizard
The
person.
best thing you could show Nancy Pelosi is like a heating lamp because she's a lizard person.
We're going. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what I've been saying on my YouTube channel all these years. Now we're gonna go. All
right. This is the direction we're taking the podcast. We're taking the podcast to the truth now. Nancy Pelosi is a lizard person.
I was trying to do my fucking January 6th insurrection bit. You can't. You got to step.
Oh, I know. I was going along with it.
time.
I was going along with it. I was saying we're doing the truth, man. We're taking over Alex Jones's slot.
God damn it, Ian! You don't know how to let a bit breathe, man. You got to step on me like you're dancing with two left feet. You don't even know tappa yet. Fucking Jesus,
Well, did you queue
man.
up this fight? Did you queue up this fighting, Ian? Where's your fighting, Ian?
No, we're off of it.
Well, I thought you were
got-
going to show us some fights.
Hey,
I've
I've got something to show you. We've
Let's
got
stop
a new
all right.
comment. We've got a new
Let's-
comment from another
Dude,
listener.
they're hacking us. Every time you throw it up there, they're using our computers to mine for Bitcoin.
Vortec. This
I'm
could
done
be a
with the
metal
Russian
album,
bots, dude.
Vortec.
Dude, I'm
Yeah,
looking
this,
at
this
it's
is this is our metal album, Vortec.
That's a no net right there. If you guys don't know.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. What is this? What is going on right now?
I'm about to start drinking this rubbing
It was
alcohol.
very
if they keep
popular in
fucking
Russia.
doing this shit.
Yes,
man.
drink it. That will go viral.
I don't care. I don't
Drink
care
it,
about
and
that.
then when you go blind, you go blind, we'll call the police or the
Alright, guys.
ambulance.
I think it's time for a commercial break. That is a tasty beer. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. You know, I like my beer just as much as the next guy. But when I drink it, I like to drink it in a good old pint glass. That way I can really taste that beer. And so I got myself having a beer with Ian pint glass. That way I can now have a beer with Ian while I'm having a beer with Ian while being Ian. And now you too can have a beer with Ian by getting your very own pint glass right here at our merch store. Link right here. And hey, while you're there, go ahead and pick yourself up a Having a Beer with Ian t-shirt. Having a beer with Ian has never been so much fun.
Loser.
Oh, it is moving. It was lagging really badly for a minute there.
What?
Yeah, now
you don't like
we're
you don't-
lagging again.
What happened with what happened there? What was that? What's going on there, guys?
All right, so now we're going to enter a new segment that I like to call Having a White Russian with Ian. First, you get your empty glass. Then, you get some vodka. And I hear you giggling. You can pour a liberal amount of vodka into your glass. Just like so. And
I think you need a little bit more. Just like a tiny bit, little drop.
you couldn't
There
really
you
see
go.
it, but it happened. Then you get a coffee liqueur. Kahlua is very popular. There's others like Kimura, but if you want taste, you go with Kahlua. And then you pour just a little bit more conservative of amount, but still quite liberal. Actually, just a little bit more. Then you get a half and a half for some cream. I don't have any of that, so I just had some milk. It'll get the job done. I mean, it's not as good, but you pour that in. Be sure to stir it up. And that, my friends, is a White Russian.
I feel like the cream would really make that pop. If you have like that solid whipping cream, and maybe just mix it a little bit, half and half, make like 3/4, 1/3. Quarter third.
That's just hard to get around here. I don't know why.
Yeah,
what it is.
That sucks. That's weird because like you would think that you guys would have everything. You're near a big city, right? Like you're not super far from.
I only look in gas stations. It's all over the grocery store. But I only look. I don't.
Yeah, you got to go to the grocery store.
To a grocery store.
You got to go to the grocery store and pick it up in bulk.
Mm-hmm.
Buy enough for a whole week.
Hey, let me show you a picture of my my favorite White Russian.
Yeah.
Is
this an MMA fighter?
It's probably a.
Yeah.
My favorite White Russian is this guy.
Yeah, there we go. Vartek.
Or this one. This one's my favorite. That's my favorite White Russian.
Just throw up a picture of Putin without a shirt on riding a horse for me, so I can get this shit over.
There you go.
Just having a hard time.
You got to throw it up as your background. Whenever you make a joke and you want to throw something up, down the image.
You could make it your background, but then he would lag out, and then.
Well, you just do it for just a second. You just do it for just a second. You just be like, just like you just take like a brief second. It is really laggy. It was not so laggy earlier, but like it's pretty laggy now.
My computer's gonna be old enough to drive here soon, so I think I'm pushing it,
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, I'm here with Ian from the album Mr. C and Mr. Saw. It was a pretty good production. We did that this year. That album dropped.
That was fun.
We used to.
That album dropped this year.
That was fun.
What was that? What was that from? Did I write? Did somebody write that? I did something with that. Right?
No. It was a.
No. He recorded us saying this like weird rhyme shit. Like he recorded us saying this weird rhyme shit, and then he mixed it all into a fucking song. Do you still have that shit? Like, do you have the song? Can we cue that up? Yeah, let's cue up Mr. C and Mr. Saw. This was one of the weirdest fucking things that happened. We were just like in the chat, and he posted this weird fucking rhyme, or maybe even you posted the rhyme. Someone posted the weird fucking rhyme.
It was me.
And everybody was doing a recording. We were all sending voice recordings of ourselves doing the rhyme, and he mixed it all into this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was very funky.
Mr. C owned a saw. Mr. Soar, he owned a seesaw. Now, seesaw sawed Mr. Sora's seesaw before Sora saw a sea. Had Sora seen seesaw, seesaw would have sawed Sora's seesaw, so seesaw sawed Sora's seesaw. But it was sad to see Sora just because seesaw sawed Sora's seesaw. Yeah.
That's the one.
Genius.
Brilliant.
Really glad we decided to come back and do this again, guys.
I know, right? Well, see, we got to get more Mr. C and Mr. Saw in there, and like that's the kind of shit that really made the podcast pop. Was shit like Mr. C and Mr. Saw.
We never did that on the podcast. That's the funny thing.
I thought we did. Didn't we put that on the podcast?
No,
that's just
what?
Us
oh my
chilling.
god, we never did that shit. Jesus. Well, that's the kind of stuff that needs to be on the podcast. Frankly, That's
Did you
that's the
know-
A grade material. It's gonna get us viral fame. Mr. C and Mr. Saw would go viral on TikTok. I guarantee you. Unlike that dinosaur would never go viral anywhere.
I don't care.
Not even in a SARS pandemic would that dinosaur go viral.
Oh god.
You could take that dinosaur to an AIDS convention and it wouldn't go viral. I'm sorry, that was probably too much. That was probably too extreme.
I think we've
convention. It wouldn't go viral.
we've done a pretty good episode. I think we should probably wrap it up.
All right.
You know?
So
Well, I
what
think
have
you
you all
should play
learned
Mr.
here
C and Mr.
today?
Saw. You should play Mr. C and Mr. Saw one time.
Schrodinger's Ian, formerly known as Blue Chew. What have you learned here today?
Life is a series of decisions. My life has been a series of bad decisions, which has brought me back to this podcast. This was never a good idea. Nobody cares about it. It will never go anywhere. We are literally spinning our wheels in place just for our own enjoyment. This is the equivalent of masturbation in public. I will continue to do this because these are my friends, and a part of me still reluctantly enjoys it. But I guess I'll just have to try my best to make it something that somebody would actually enjoy consuming. That's my only
You have
that's my
kids
only
behind you.
wish for 2022. Hey Maya.
Oh, what's going on? Hi.
Yeah, that's not it, Ian.
Oh look, it's 9 o'clock. Time for bed.
All right, Ian.
Go to
what,
bed,
what
turn-
have
turn-
you
turn
learned
tablet away.
here today?
I learned today that you should absolutely have played Mr. C and Mr. Saw. That would have sealed the ending of this podcast like that. Like that's the
I don't
perfect
have it on
outro
this
for this thing.
computer, man. I don't have it on
Oh,
this computer. It's
dude,
on my other computer.
see this. What I learned is that we're woefully unprepared to do a podcast, and that we need some kind of structuring so that Mr. C and Mr. Saw can be queued up for the end of the podcast. And also, I learned that we can put these dope backgrounds up, so I think that really makes the podcast pop. There's tons of funny comedy
Does.
to be done
Right.
with the backgrounds. Like that, that's
Yeah.
like you can transition out of so many like awkward things or like not knowing where to go by putting a funny background up and just having us all laugh and make a joke about it. So like I'd say that's what I learned. If we're being serious, if Hannah Walt's being serious, I didn't know if I was supposed to take him serious or not.
Ian, can I
Ian,
Ian, let me just say that this background thing, changing his background to be something funny, it's probably the lowest form of comedy. There's no real skill or talent or thought that takes just putting a silly background behind you to make it look funny. And personally, it's something I would never stoop as to do. I'd like to think I have higher standards than just putting some weird looking stuff supposed to be funny. Have some self.
Mm-hmm. What's the deal with the weird backgrounds? I'll be here all night.
Yeah, see,
Um,
Ian, I think you should have said that exact same rant you just said, but you should have done it with a Modelo background.
Mhm.
That would have really clinched it.
So a man walks into an ice cream shop, and he goes up to the clerk, and he says, "Hey, I'd like some ice cream, please. Maybe some chocolate." And the clerk says, "Oh, I'm sorry, we're completely out of chocolate. All we have is strawberry and vanilla. Can I get you one of those instead?" And then the guy says, "I'm not a fan of strawberry, and I hate vanilla. What I really like is some chocolate." The clerk is just, "Okay, no. It's just vanilla and strawberry. That's all I have. If you want anything else, that's all I got for you. So, make a decision." The guy says, "Look here. I want some chocolate." "All right, sir, can you spell the van of vanilla?" And the guy's like, "What?" "Simple question. Can you spell the van in vanilla?" It's like, "Well, VAN?" "That's right. Now, can you spell the straw in strawberry?" STRAW. It's very good. Now, can you spell the fuck in chocolate? Guys, like, wait a minute. There's no fucking chocolate. That's right. There's no fucking chocolate.
That's good. That's good. I like that. That was funny.
So there's there's this kid, little Johnny, and he all right, I told that
Oh
joke.
God, not the little fucking Johnny. Oh God, yeah. Ian left preemptively on the suspicion that you might say that little fucking Johnny shit.
Anyway, we should probably end here before this gets worse. So thank you all for joining.
Okay, well, let Ian say his sign off really quick.
Sign off.
Good morning, good afternoon, and if I don't see you, have a good night.
Look into the camera with your eyes.
Oh wow. I want to run for mayor.